What's going on, guys? King Raven here, coming at you with another video today. So today we've got a review of two more knives coming from the Lefty Passer Group. Big shout out to the Lefty Passer Group for letting me check out these knives. But before we get into today's video, y'all remember, give me a like, leave a comment. In the description of this video and all my videos, there'll be links. Those links are the best way to support the channel. So if you'd like to support the channel here and everything, I greatly do appreciate it. At the end of the video, there'll be a little subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and check out the other video I'll have linked. And follow me over on Instagram at ShieldArms. Now let's flip this camera around and get into today's knife review. Okay guys, so today we're going to be taking a look at two knives from RoseCraft Blades. Big shout out to the Lefty Passer Group for letting me check out these knives, and to RoseCraft Blades. So, I have reviewed several RoseCraft Blades on my channel, and I have been really impressed with them. Especially, I've taken a look at, they do a lot of modern traditional style knives, and their fit and finish and what they're offering has been incredible. So let's take a look at these two RoseCraft blades. Let's start out with this one right here. And what are we taking a look at today? We're going to take a look at the RoseCraft Briarpatch Jack. On this one, this is the Briarpatch Jack. So the Briarpatch Jack is this knife right here. Now, I believe it is offered in a couple of different handle scale colorways. This happens to be their like smoke gray, and it is beautiful. Nice shield inlay. Got bolsters on both sides. This is a double-bladed knife. Very clean pin work. And the seams on the back are just smooth. I am getting into more traditional and modern traditional knives, and also into EDC fixed blades. I'll link one of my recent videos for EDC fixed blade as well, but I can tell you right now that this is a beautifully fit and finished looking knife and everything, in my opinion. We do have two blades on the Briarpatch Jack. So nail nick pull, good pull. Alright, let me wipe off that blade real quick so you can see it real nice. Nice satin finish. This one is their sort of like clip point on this knife. And it's great in hand. I've got medium sized hands, okay? So I still have plenty of room. So your large hands, your XL hands are not going to have a problem with the Briarpatch Jack. And if you want to use the tip on this blade, you're going to have to go a little bit vertical, but not too much. But you've got this nice belly right here, so you'll be able to do cuts with the belly, especially like if you like to food prep with some of your knives. This has got a nice belly that you'll be able to do that with. And then power cuts, you'll be able to use almost the full length, because the belly actually drops. Instead of like just rounds, it's going to drop this way. So it almost works as like a recurve, where it's going to draw into material into that belly some. Now let's take a look at the second blade on this knife, which happens to be my favorite of the two blades on this knife. Okay, this one right here is more of a Wharncliffe style blade. It is almost a straight edge. So with being a double amputee, most of the stuff that I'm doing and everything is opening mail and packages and boxes and breaking down cardboard and tape, and what 99% of us use most of our knives for. And this type of blade shape, it sells at most of that. Now, it's not going to be the best for food prep. The other knife blade on this knife is definitely going to be a little bit better for food prep, because you won't be able to get but that very tip down onto the counter as far as slicing food. But for your packages and stuff that drop onto that point, piercing tasks, draw. Your power cuts, almost full, not almost, full length of that blade. And then your precision cuts, anything that you're needing to do like that, this is going to excel. So a nice sort of Warncliffe style blade. And then on this side, you have your more traditional clip point style blade on the Briarpatch jack. Alright, we'll bring this back out to compare in size with the next one, and also a couple of other knives we'll do some size comparisons against. Now what is the next knife that we're going to be taking a look at? This one right here is the RoseCraft Beaver Creek Barlow. This one is also in that smoke gray. This knife right here, this is a beautiful knife to me. Out of the two, this just gravitates towards what I personally like a little bit better, mainly because I prefer single-bladed knives. That's the only reason, okay, is I prefer single-bladed knives. But the Briarpatch Jack is a beautiful two-bladed knife. This one has the Barlow style, so you've got just the handle towards the bottom and your bigger, larger bolster at the top. Beautiful pin work. You've got the RC for the RoseCraft on this side. Just a nice polished bolster on this side with all the clean pin work and the back straps. Just cleaning off fingerprints so you can see it well and everything like that. Beautiful knife. Now let's take a look at this blade. This blade is very similar to the last blade on the Briarpatch Jack, where it's more of your Warncliffe style blade with that nice drop, with that swedge at the top, and you've got almost a completely straight edge. This type of knife is not the best for like food prep for like counter work, but like cutting an apple or anything like that, this is going to be fine with. But utility cuts and stuff that we do mostly with our knives, this excels because you do have that low drop point. You can insert and do your draw cuts. Your power cuts are going to have the full length of that blade. Now, with my medium size hand, I have a little bit less handle, so this is a smaller knife than the Briarpatch, but still, large hands are not going to be fine. XL, this is going to start to become to where you're going to start hanging off the back. But for me, this is a beautiful size. This is perfect size for my size hands. And this blade shape is outstanding. I love the blade shape. I love the look of the Briarpatch Jack. Sorry, this is the Beaver Creek Barlow. So I love the look of the Beaver Creek Barlow. Let's bring out the Briarpatch Jack. Get some tongue twisters going on here this morning. Okay. Let's compare the size of the Briarpatch with the clip point open first, okay? So as you can see, if we go into handle on these two knives, the Briarpatch is definitely longer, but the blade length on both of these as far as cutting edge is very similar. A little bit longer on the Briarpatch on the clip point. Now let's check out the more worn clip, which is going to be very similar style blade to the Beaver Creek Barlow. End to end, of course, the handle's going to remain the same, but the blade on the worn clip one is much closer, still a little bit longer than the Barlow, but very similar, and similar in cutting edge, just a tad longer. This is just a tad longer knife overall. So let's do some size comparisons with a couple of other knives. Just a knife that a lot of people will know size reference to. This is the Spyderco Para 3. And let's do one of my traditional knives in my collection. This is the QSP Hedgehog. And the Hedgehog has a similar style blade as the Barlow and this side of the Briarpatch jack. And you can see overall length, it is very, very comparable to the Beaver Creek Barlow, and just a hair shorter than the Briarpatch jack. Let's move the Spyderco out of the way, and my only other slip joint in my collection is the WPK, the watch pocket knife from Monterey Bay Knives. This is a double detent slip joint, and instead of using a back spring, it uses 2 detent balls. And beautiful little watch pocket knife, 5th pocket knife, but much, much smaller than these. These are definitely closer towards like main carry, medium sized knives, to where this is definitely a little 5th pocket slip joint. All right. So, while we still have the Hedgehog here and the well, let's swap over to the clip point, just so you have reference on the clip point against the Barlow and the Hedgehog. As you can see, the clip point is definitely the longer of the 2 blades in the Briarpatch, and the longer of all 3 of these blades right here. Okay. So let's flip this camera around and wrap up today's video of the RoseCraft Blades Briarpatch Jack and Beaver Creek Barlow. So guys, what do you think about the Briarpatch Jack and the Beaver Creek Barlow? Both beautiful, well-made knives. And you know, I don't think I mentioned in the whole video that both of these knives are in D2 steel. So for those who have stayed with me to the end of this video, you now know these are in D2 steel. Now they will be linked below, and all the different links. And when you use those links, it does help the channel, and I greatly appreciate it. But y'all let me know which one of these 2 that you like the best. Me personally, because I like single-bladed knives better, the Beaver Creek Barlow is just a little bit more of my favorite. Matter of fact, it's one that I'm considering adding to my personal collection. Love this one as well. It's a beautiful knife. I'm just not as big on double-bladed knives. What are your thoughts? Do you like double-bladed knives, or do you like single blades, or do you just not like traditional knives at all? I would love to know your thoughts. Y'all, leave those comments. Give me a like. Leave the comments. Let me know. Hit the subscribe button. Hit that notification bell and check out this video. I think you might like it. If you use the links below, helps my channel, and I appreciate it. Follow me on Instagram at ShieldArms. Y'all be safe out there. I'm King Raven, and I'll catch you in the next video.